Missed out on breakfast? Fret not. It's never too late to grab a bite.
Okay, let's start today's Breakfast Bites with a little game. 2 truths and a lie. Try to find the lie, okay? Statement 1. I've spent the majority of my media career so far in Washington, D.C. I focused on international news, okay? Statement 2. I specialized in public speaking for my undergrad degree. And statement 3. I speak 3 languages proficiently. English, Mandarin, and Cantonese.
All right. Sounds all quite plausible so far. So one of them is false, is that
Yes,
right?
one of them is false. Or embellished. Embellished.
I would say the specialize in public speaking.
Okay, so I'm thinking languages. You can say, hey, I speak. But then what constitutes speak?
I'm also doubtful of the languages because I don't know if you're proficient
Like 10
in
words?
Cantonese.
I promise you, only one of these is a lie. And the answer is ding, 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 number 3. I don't speak 3 languages fluently. You guys have heard me try to speak Chinese.
Yeah, you can. You can, right?
I can, but not proficiently.
But what counts? No, it is a subjective term.
That's true. And I think that's what people lean in on, right? Because everyone adds a bit of polish.
Yeah.
I mean, saying I am proficient in Mandarin Chinese is a bit of a stretch.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, have you ever lied on your resume? Just a little white lie. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Have you said that you're fluent in a language that you're not fluent in? Maybe you're great at Excel.
Okay, I remember this time I was applying for a job and I said I was learning Japanese. So learning is a continuous journey. So
That's
I kind of
pretty good.
stretch that part, just to show that I'm continually improving myself.
Very good.
Yeah.
And maybe that skill will come in handy one day.
I've just pulled up my CV now. For the longest time, I've put basic French and Italian. Now, I studied French for 7 years in high school, or 6 years, and 1 year of Italian in college. But I've almost forgotten all of it. So I don't know if that's a lie or an embellishment.
Right. So the thing is, the hope is always that it won't come up or they won't put you to the test, right? That's at least for me.
Yeah.
When I say I'm fluent in Mandarin, I'm like, but please don't test me.
Yeah, give me your elevator pitch in Italiano.
Exactly.
I'd fail.
Well, turns out that we are not alone. A survey by FlexJobs found that 1 in 3 workers admit to lying on their resumes. So that's a third of us. And these are people who admit to it. So who knows what the real number is? People most often lie about work experience, which includes inflating job titles. Not good. Embellishing responsibilities, fabricating work experience, and altering employment dates to cover gaps. So I think our little embellishments don't seem as bad as these big lies, but it's not always about the big lies. Other common areas of deception involve skills and accomplishments, where candidates might claim expertise in software they don't know or exaggerate achievements.
Okay, do you have examples?
Yeah, I think I did say that I was really good at editing video and I named like certain software.
Yeah.
And maybe I used them once or twice, but definitely not anything to write home about,
Yeah,
right?
to your point, right? People say they're proficient in Microsoft Word, but they don't realize there are so many layers and features they might not be aware of even. So they don't know what they don't know. So in that sense, it's very hard to say or judge yourself in the levels of proficiency.
So if you use ChatGPT to help you write your CV, is that considered lying or embellishing as well?
I think that's a separate issue, right? Like having them craft your resume versus putting in something that is untrue on your resume. But in this job market, you kind of get why people are doing this, right? Because HR experts say they have seen more people, especially online, encouraging candidates to, quote, just lie to fib,
Fake
to
it
land the
till
job.
make it.
Yeah, because you know what? Rent isn't going to pay itself. But here's the catch. Employers are not dumb. HR pros say they can usually tell when someone is stretching the truth. If you put something on your resume and then can't actually talk about it in detail, that's a massive red flag. Like if you claim you led a regional project team and can't explain properly what the project is, that's going to raise a lot of eyebrows. For mid to senior level jobs, you should be able to show how your work made an impact. And for the entry level roles, even if you don't have tons of experience, you should at least be able to say why you want the job and why the company excites you. So apparently one big green flag is curiosity. So employers love it when you ask them questions in the interview about the role, role, the company, the culture, what have you, it shows that you are actually thinking about how you would fit in. So apparently the best candidates are the ones who can connect the dots, linking past experiences, even in unrelated jobs, to the role that they're applying for, even for the roles that seem far off what you've done before. So let's just say you've worked in a cafe.
Yeah.
And you're applying for something totally different. You could say that actually highlighted your teamwork and customer service skills and so on. So it's not so much about lying in your resume. You could probably try to skip that and instead focus on showing the real skills and experiences you bring to the table. So it's trying to highlight what you do have instead of fabricating and coming up with things that you think would appeal to them.
Yeah.
Try to find the truths and how you could link your previous experiences to this
that makes
current
sense,
job.
right? Like double down in your strengths instead of trying to lie about your weaknesses.
Yeah, so the key is to be genuine, even if you don't tick every box. Showing curiosity and doing your research goes way further than a fib that can be easily caught. So try not to panic, no bluffing, just real you. And sometimes that's more impressive than any made-up skills. So have you ever lied on your resume? Let us know. 8855-0893. We won't tell anybody.